Starting recording.
All right, you ready?
Peace, y'all. What's going on, world? It is your girl, the real Tony Hickman, and Ron Rich, and guess what? It's 2020. Yeah, we back.
Yeah, we back, man. What's going on, mama?
Man, life is beautiful. Life is just beautiful. No
Yeah,
complaints.
like 2020 started off with a bang, man. I was off from work and I got to spend time with my girlfriend and her little one, and had a couple of drinks and other elements popped off in the air. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
Uh,
saw the pictures. Yes. If you don't know what he's talking about, just review his Instagram and Facebook and you'll see everything.
and I was done, but yeah, that's another story for another day. We had a lot of elements blowing around in the air on that particular night, and it wasn't firecrackers. You understand? Uh,
Right.
yeah. But we back, man. And as always, guys, we make disability look sexy, and we doing it for 2020. So we back with another episode, and hopefully we get this YouTube channel / podcast thing popped off for 2020 and get it going, get more followers and all that stuff. You know.
Most definitely. And I just put up a post on my page. I was getting people to follow me on my YouTube, but I also put in there to follow our page because this is 2020. Like, we're going bigger. So we need y'all to follow everything that we're doing straight up. So,
Hmm.
like, for me, also, 2020 just every time I talk to people now, it's just like, people are really encouraged. I don't know what it is about this year. Well, I do know a little bit. We're just stepping into a new decade, and I think that energy is just like, look, we are going to push forward. We're going to do what we have to do. But more people are positive about things this year. Like,
Hmm.
everybody I talk to, they just feel better. They feel differently. It's like this little lift or shift really is taking place, and we're feeling it.
I know I am. Like I said, my New Year's Eve started off with a bang, man. I got time to spend with family, and I had my first off day in 8 years. Um, so it
Wow.
it was it was it was a different feel, and
Right.
my family, they made fun of the fact that my quote unquote girlfriend was there. So because they're not used to seeing me, you know uh
Claiming
with a significant other.
somebody. But
Yeah, right. You know, yeah, it's new. It's new. It
right.
was, yeah.
But it's
My uncles,
beautiful.
they gave me a
I
hard
know it's
time.
so beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, so Ryan Rich is I guess, well, I've been officially off the market, but yeah.
Y'all see he
Any-
announced it. It's
yeah,
official.
it's
He off
done.
the market, y'all.
Off the market.
Straight
Been off
up.
the market for a little while now. But
Yeah.
and so
And
what we
he
got on?
happy.
Very, very. It's a beautiful thing. All
Right.
smiles, all teethers.
Yeah. All knows. But
Really though? We gonna start that, huh? All right,
anyway, but
all right,
go
man.
ahead. What you
Yeah.
was about to say?
So what's on the topic for tonight, man? It's 2020. And we gonna just try to get some new things going. What you got for me?
Well, definitely we are going to dig more into health because yeah,
Mhm.
we talk about, so many issues with disability and maybe how people can look at things or whatever, but what about how we are looking at ourselves? How are we looking at our health? How are we,
Mm,
setting the standard for being our best self regardless of whatever we're going through in our life? Like, that's
exactly.
the things that I would like to bring more in the forefront of, when we talk on this channel, we still have to address our life, our own choices, our own judgments. What are we doing to, become better and greater people?
Right. Uh, in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna have two guests on. One is a breast cancer survivor. She's a friend of mine, and she's gonna talk about her journey with dealing with breast cancer and how she recovered, had a full recovery from breast cancer. and her name is Tonya Freeman. And I'm gonna also have another one of my friends on, and he was diagnosed with diabetes, and he's
Yeah, I'm
gonna
looking
yeah,
forward to both of those
right.
actually. Yeah.
And he's gonna talk about he has amputated limbs, so he's gonna talk about his
Hmm.
journey with that, and different things like that. And we're gonna just kind of keep the YouTube channel and the podcast fun, and whoever wants to jump on, whether it's dealing with a disability or some health issues,
Or
we'll
it's
just keep it
it's
going like
life
that.
issues that all
Life
people
issue
can
too.
relate to, because it's not
Hmm.
just about disability. It's just,
Right.
it's about life in general. So,
Hmm. Yeah. And as always, man, you could hit us up on all of our social networking platforms. Hit me up on Facebook. Just search for the Ron Richardson Facebook page, or Ron Rich. Hit me up on Instagram at Ronald_Richardson Jr. And hit my girl Tony Hickman up at the real Tony Hickman, not the fake Tony Hickman, but the real Tony Hickman.
on all social media, it's real
All
easy.
social. Yeah. So man, we just
Hmm.
got a lot of things that's coming up, and in New Orleans, man, Mardi Gras season has officially started. So,
Man,
uh,
I hate I'm missing that right now.
and I will be going to my first Mardi Gras ball this Sunday with the lovely Maya.
You
So,
doing the Zulu, right?
no, I'm doing the Crew of Athena, man. Zulu is a little bit too high a price for my blood. So, uh,
Okay.
we gonna do Crew of Athena. I got my tux, and I'm gonna be looking like the light skinned James Creole Bond. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right.
Please take pictures. Blast that.
No doubt, no doubt. I'm gonna be looking good, boy. My girl got the dress, so it's all good. We gonna
Yeah,
be,
y'all gonna be real dapper. I'm looking
yeah,
forward to seeing that.
you know.
That's what's up.
So there's just a lot of things coming up, man. And as always, guys, we're gonna keep y'all uh uplifted and positive, man, because that's what this YouTube channel and podcast is all about. It's all about positivity. And whatever you feel you can bring to the table, let us know. Email us, and like I said, hit us up on social network, and then we'll just take it from there. So to start this first episode of the new year, 15 days into the new year, actually, um, what are some words of encouragement or positive affirmations that you can pass along to our viewers out there, Tony?
Definitely, words of encouragement is believe in yourself no matter what obstacles are hitting,
Hmm.
or no matter what you're going through in your life. You have to also remember that whatever it is only temporary, just like the weather. And so, in that storm that you're going through, try and learn the lesson. Try and figure out what the lesson is. So you don't get drenched so hard, and then keep it moving. But it always passes. You always gonna be all right, and
Hmm.
that's it. You're always all right.
And
You
one of the
know.
things that I went through just yesterday, I buried a friend of mine. I saw him laid to rest yesterday. My friend Ronnie.
Oh, that was the one who died from the stroke.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to his brother, my best friend of like almost 20 years now, Jarvis, man. We came together for my brother, and we saw him laid to rest. And when you go through something like losing a loved one, a friend, it always kind of death always kind of renews something in you. I don't necessarily know what it is, but for me,
Mm-hmm.
it always makes me think about the things that I should be doing to get closer to God, and different things like that. It just always makes me kind of like rethink, should I really
Like,
hold this grudge, or should I really um
yes.
you know talk about this person? And I made a post earlier today, and I said the main reason why people hold grudges and hold on to negativity is because they're not getting what they want from that other person. So in turn, they just always try to make it seem like it's the other person's fault. That's my take on it.
Mm.
Yeah. So I mean, if I have any words of encouragement for any of our viewers out there, man, just try to for 2020, try to you know let go of the BS, you know, that you may have with another person. And, you know, if you don't feel like dealing with that person, that's fine too. But just, you know,
don't hold it on your spirit
don't
though.
hold it
Like
on yours.
let
Right.
go in love. I feel that. Like you
Right.
could still let go and
Mm-hmm.
wish that person peace and like not wish any harm or wish them, growth.
Right.
And it's okay with that too. But yes, don't hold it on you because it just builds anger and resentment. And I've been
What?
through
Well,
something like that. Like my homegirl died and me and her wasn't speaking, and that bothered me to my core. Like it really bothered me because I should have made peace. So not
right. Right.
the one, this was a long time ago. But
Mm-hmm.
ever since then, even if I have anger with somebody, I just really, even if it's justified, I still send peace, like I send love. I don't want to hold anger on my spirit. You can't do that.
Right. And what I was gonna say, before you got into that, like, you know, I always believe in the saying you know, you can't tell a person how to heal. They have to heal on their own. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you just kind of gotta let, you know, the situation be. And like I said, man, I just want to send shouts out to my friend, my brother actually, because you know he's more than a friend. He's family. My brother Jarvis, and you know, condolences to his family and to his brother Ronnie. You know,
Most
um,
definitely.
seen used to hang with Ronnie a couple of times back when I was in college, and he was just always a a, a dude small in stature, but you know, Ronnie just had a big heart, and he was always just like a goofball, you know, from what I can remember. And we always used to look out for him. So, you know, I'm just glad to see that you know, Jarvis is and his family are going to be okay, you know, in the tough times. So, yeah.
Right.
hmm
That's what's up.
So, Big Nose. I'm sorry. We say we wasn't doing that for 2020.
Yeah, we ain't ribbing each other, right?
we,
Let it
all right.
go. Let
Let
it
it go.
go. Get
So,
it off the chest for real.
all right. So, 2020, man. What's some of the new things you got going on, or new
Well,
projects you got popping off?
I am officially like I have almost been forced by life, by the hand of God, by whatever is meaning to get me back in the studio. I'm back in the studio. So
So you about to do a whole album, bro? What?
we'll see, huh?
So I'm saying, are we gonna get some of that old Slim Goody, or we gonna do like, you know?
You'll never get the same Slim Goody because I'm not that person. I mean,
I know.
she's still buried in me. Don't get it twisted. Like she's still here, but it's certain things and lessons that I've learned that I have to make sure that when I speak,
Mhm.
my voice gives a message that uplifts versus degrades. You understand what I'm saying?
Got you.
And not that Slim Goody still didn't do that, but Slim Goody had to learn to honor herself too. You know what I mean? So
hmm
now it's on a different level, but you still gonna get me, but it's just with a little twist of wisdom, a little more twist of wisdom.
Man, speak on that, man. I like the way that sounded. Like you said that with
Yeah,
emphasis. Yeah, that's hot. That's what's up.
that's
Yeah.
what's up.
So
That's
man, yeah,
what's
man.
up. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out of this. I'm excited on this first joint that I started working on. I was like, oh my God, I get back in here and this come out, okay. It's
That's
all
what's up.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep doing your thing, man. And as I said in our last podcast, 2020 is gonna be uh I guess growth for me because the shirts are getting ready to come out soon. And I'm gonna just try to take this cerebral palsy warrior thing to the next level, man.
Exactly.
I got some speaking engagements coming up that I'm gonna be on, and I'm not gonna touch on it too much, but I got a few connections with some people in the city that's gonna like really get me going, and you know
That's
I'm gonna just
beautiful.
try to spread the positive messages about cerebral palsy and let people know that, even though you have a disability, not just cerebral palsy, but anything, even though you have a disability, you can live a normal, happy, and healthy life. And, like I post a lot on my page, the saying, break the stigma. We have to break the stigma of people that have different disabilities because, as I've said many times in this podcast, people always want to put disabled, and I say that term loosely, but they always want to put the differently able people in a box and limit us to what we can do. And we said it in our first episode on the podcast that, we want to show everybody that disability can be sexy, and, we do everything else that everybody else does. So, yeah. And shouts out to everybody who jumped on.
The amazing thing is, like, disability gives you drive like no other. Like, I can't front. I don't know too many people that are like have a disability that, are just sitting too much, or I don't associate with them. Put it like that. I believe.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter whether you have a disability or not. Get up, get out, and get something straight up. Do like Outkast. You got to get up, get out, and get something.
Yep. That's, man, and I've never been that type of person. I guess it's the way I was raised. Like, as many of our viewers out there know, I was raised by my grandparents. And, my grandparents always taught me, don't let a certain way you walk, stop you from doing what you do. And, I've gotten little comments from so-called friends in the past, like, oh man, I wouldn't work if I were you. I wouldn't do this if I were you. And I'm like, but that's never been me. Like, I've always tried to find ways to keep money in my pocket or hustle up money to try to get something that I need or something that I want.
But that's a limited mentality. Like, honestly, right. I'm about to tell you something. Like, I have fell on my luck, right? And this is what came to me. I had fell on my luck, and I started getting food stamps, right?
Right.
Not to knock food stamps. Get your food stamps straight up, okay?
Right.
So, but anyway, so it was a point I was getting them, and then it was like, well, you making so much money. If you making this much money, then we're gonna have to cut your food stamps. And for a hot second, I was considering like, okay, well, I'm gonna just stop making the money that I'm making just so I can receive these food stamps. But then I'm like, okay, so that's a limited mentality, because if I'm cutting my money to get less, what am I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't think you should ever stop reaching for your greatness because somebody wants to put limits on you.
Right. And, that's, like you said, it's a limited mentality, man. And you shouldn't do that. But, like my grandfather, I always say my grandfather taught me what it was to be a man. And, I didn't really understand it then, why he was so hard on me. But, now that he's not here, like, I understand everything that he ever taught me. Like, dude, you going to get up off your, butt. My grandpa said something else. You can get up off your butt and you going to make things happen. Like,
right.
I will always cherish that, and my friends that are close to me, they know who they are. Bert and Dennis, they always tell me like, Ryan, for a guy who's not able to, I'm not going to say I'm not able to drive, but who doesn't drive, you all over the city, you here with this person, you here with that person, like, you.
And guess what? Somebody been driving. Haven't you been driving? Did I hear that properly?
Something like that. But we'll touch on that.
Man.
We'll touch on that during the next podcast, and we'll reveal all that information in the next podcast. Don't put it all out.
I ain't say nothing. I just said
Just it's happening. Yeah.
I think that's so dope. 2020, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All these changes, like, it's time. Why not? Why not? That's the world we live in. You can do whatever you want. I drive with my left foot.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna be running home, and you.
Man, we gonna race. We gonna still race. For real. Yeah, I'm building my legs. I was in the gym like, man, I got to build my legs up so I can race run.
Yo, we gotta do it. We gotta get you to do a strut though. I want to see you strutting some heels, bro. That's
Man, let me tell you what's gonna happen though. You get me in heels, I'm gonna be like Forrest Gump. I'm telling you, I'm playing basketball in heels. I'm doing walking my 3 miles a day. Like you ain't gonna never be. My toes gonna be so crushed up. It's gonna be crazy from wearing heels so much. Y'all get me back in heels.
oh god. All right,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, it's a lot. This is a good introduction to 2020, man.
Yeah,
And
man. And guess what? We done did 20 minutes. So yeah, this is our introduction, y'all. More to come. We have
mhm.
guests coming. I have some guests on the way, but I'm waiting to confirm. But definitely this talented hip hop artist who was also in my People Pleaser video. His name is Skid Row. But he plays the piano, he plays basketball, and he is a dope rapper. And he's performed at one of my events when I had like people with disabilities modeling. Like it was
Mhm.
all kind of stuff. This was back in 2016 or 15. I started that.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, he is really dope, and I'm looking forward to getting him on. And then of course we have Alexa, who was also in my People Pleaser video, but she has cerebral palsy and she's doing so many big things. It's a beautiful
Mhm.
thing to watch because she's a determined young lady, and I'm just really proud of her.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot of guests on the way. We got big things coming. Stay tuned. Go follow us on Facebook, Ron Rich and Tony Hickman Show. Follow us on YouTube, Ron Rich and Tony
Mhm.
Hickman Show. Follow us on Instagram, Ron Rich and Tony Hickman Show. We're there, and promise you will love it. So yeah,
Oh, and subscribe. Be sure to subscribe because
yes,
we
subscribe.
we said so. Yeah. Yeah, and I
Yeah, he
think
said
that's
that
it.
because we said so. That's pretty
Any
much it.
any any closing remarks? Because I gotta go. I gotta go cake on the phone and talk to my love.
Love coming 2020, baby. Straight up. So
All
it's all good.
right.
It's all
So
good.
yeah,
We love y'all.
out this thing. Peace.
Peace. Don't hang up yet, Ryan. You know how you be doing. Let me hang it up.
Hmm.